back to the shed. Sean here. Today we're finally going to get on with getting this leg vise on a stand. So let's see what happens. Let's give it a go. So I've had this leg vise here for a couple of years. It's been stood in the side of the corner of the shed, not doing a whole deal. So I thought, now that I'm getting on with this, let's make a stand for it. So if anyone can tell me what make, model, who made it, makers, anything like that, if anyone will recognise it, it'd be quite interesting, because, well, it'd be quite interesting to know really what I've got there. It's about 1 metre tall, it's got almost 6-inch jaws, and it's bloody heavy, so let's get on with this stand. So the key question is what sort of leg vise stand is it that I'm going to make? And as you can tell from these technical drawings, I spent quite a bit of time with computer aided design and all that. As you can tell, I'm not an artist or a drawer. Basically it's just going to be a simple stand. So I've got 10mm flat plate at the bottom, 40 by 40mm box for the upright, then I've got a little plate at the top there again which is 10mm, and it'll just be bolted down. I probably will fill the box with sand possibly, just to deaden any noise that may come from obviously hitting metal on it and all that, just to try to keep the neighbours happy. But that'll get filled at some point, I reckon, if it needs it. We'll try it first and go from there. But yeah, this is what we're going to go with. Let's try make it. So this probably will end up being quite a short video, especially as I got most of the prep work done over the winter period as I was on call over Christmas. I thought, get in, get a few bits done, didn't record them. I mean, it's not overly exciting, is it, watching me use a pillar drill? So I've got my holes prepped already for the for bolting to the leg vise itself. I've got my 40 by 40mm box there, so basically it's a case of weld that onto that and then weld it to the 10mm plate I've got on the floor on the shed over there. So I'm probably not going to actually record any of the welding. Mostly, one, I'm a terrible welder, so we'll see how this goes. And two, last time I tried to record the welding, when I come to actually edit the video, I was looking at it and thought, nah, that's... So at some point I'll try get some sort of screen or something that we'll be able to watch some sort of welding. So as I make this, just remember, I'm not a fabricator, I work for a funeral directors. So bear with, and we'll see if it falls apart at the end. Right, that's cleaned up. Let's try weld it. I'm not convinced my welder is actually going to be powerful enough to do this. So, do I have the right tools for the job? And will I get the required penetration at the end of it all? Insert adult jokes there if you want, but I'm a man. I rarely get that right, so we'll see what happens. Come back in a little while once I've welded this up. Right, that's the top plate welded on. The answer to the question, how good is my welding? I've not welded for a bloody long while, and I am using an underpowered welder and flux core wire. When I weld it to the base, I think there'll be a couple of adjustments made to the welder. As I say, I'm not a fabricator, I'm not a welder, I work for a funeral directors. Tips and helpful advice, leave it in the comments down below. I will gladly listen to any advice so that I can improve my welding. Eventually I will get a gas bottle and I will put go to gas welding instead of gasless, because that's what I did. I did an evening class of sticking 2 bits of metal together at college a number of years ago, and back then, with proper advice, proper tools, proper equipment, it actually looked alright. It stuck together. I can't grumble. I can't sort of complain too much. So, going to weld the other end to the flat plate. Let's give it a go. Right, that's that all finished welding up. I shall show you it. I'm not massively happy with it, but that's just the one side. I mean, as you say, this is the first time I've actually used the welder in years, so I just need to practice more. However, it is stuck together. It doesn't look like it's going to fall apart immediately, so I shall stick with what I've done so far. If it does fall apart for whatever reason, obviously welds let go. My stepdad's got a much bigger proper gas welder. I'll once lockdown is over with, obviously can't go over at the moment, great, I'll go over there, I'll start again, and I'll weld it up, do a good job. So we'll see what happens. So let's get this on the floor and put the leg vise on it and see if I need to make a small hole in the base just for the post to sit in. So let's get it on the floor. Right, there we are. That's the leg vise bolted onto the stand. It's looking good. There is a small gap there. So what I'm going to do, in the base of there, I'll just use a hole saw cutter, cut a hole out, and the 10mm that I've got there should just about take that out. So let's see if I can find a hole saw that will cut that. Let's give it a go. Right, centre hole drilled. Now going to use, we'll see how good this is, get this hole drilled, and that'll be hopefully leg vise on for the last time, because each time I lift this, clearly I'm getting old or something, because this is getting heavier each time. So let's get the hole drilled. Go. It's now Sunday. Turns out trying to drill the hole went a lot longer than what I thought it was going to. Getting a bit late, not wanting to upset the neighbours. Finished it off this morning, and as you can see, one completed leg vise stand, leg vise attached. I'm rather happy with it actually, looks alright. Hopefully the welds will hold up. We'll see how they go over the next few months of use. I think at some point I will strip the leg vise down. I've had a look a minute ago, that's where it's been stood up for a couple of years. I just need to clean the threads out and re-grease them and all that. That's a job I'll do another day. But as for now, leg vise is complete. Very happy with it. As you say, whether it'll get changed in the future or not, who knows, we'll see what happens. But at least now I can use my leg vise. If you enjoyed the video, I've done my best. If you've enjoyed it, just give us a, ask what everyone else asks, Or if you've got any useful comments, leave us a comment about anything really. Anything maybe you want to see an absolute amateur try make. Give us some ideas. I'm looking to learn. So I do also have Facebook and Instagram. Links, I'll leave the link below. So, well, have a good one everybody, and I'll see you in the next one.